and welcome to this week's episode of NOWDIVE TV. This is gonna be a maintenance episode. As I've seen on the television, winter is coming, so we have to prepare our heating vests and warm stuff underwater. But as you all know, most of them connect through EO, and EO is we love them and we hate them, because if we don't look after them, the connection goes wrong. So before we start with the actual content of this video, a little quick tip on how to use an EO cable. These are just meant to be plugged in straight and plugged out, not bent, not twisted, not turned, not nothing. So take care of them, because if you bend and twist them, the internal connection will fail and you'll lose connection. So match the tool holes up, just push them together as far as they go so there's no gap, and that's it. Then when you want to pull them apart, take a good firm grip of both sides here, put your thumbs against each other and then push away. This way you won't twist and won't bend the internal mechanics. But the other more common problem with EO is that they kind of corrode, or get some kind of buildup on the contacts, and this is the minus contact and inside is the plus contact, and if we don't be careful to rinse them after each dive, we'll stop having a connection. So as soon as you plug your EO in, there's nothing happening. Now I can show you what's going on through this voltmeter. It's actually a helium analyzer from DiveSoft, very nice piece of kit, available on our web shop of course, but it's a very nice way of measuring the voltage. So let me turn this battery on. It's charged. Put the black one, the minus one, on the inside pole. Let's see if I can touch. And then let's see if we can get a reading out here. Little over 12 volt, 12.6 volts. You probably can't see it from there, but take my word for it. This one is a brand new battery, because as I'll show you here, there's a little bit of corrosion going on. The brand new battery is charged also, and it is at 11.9 volts. The reason I have these two batteries here is I want to check if the most corrosion is on my through port or if it's on this one. So if I connect the through port with the EO on the new fresh battery that's never been in the water, and I turn it on, I connect the two probes and it shows 11.9 volts. Perfect, not even a drop in there. So that's great. So it probably is, because I've tested this before, it is probably the through port here. So if I go put this on, battery's on, try and measure it again, nothing's happening. See? So there's something going on inside these EO, or inside this housing now. With the sandy through port, this is actually one cable. There's no breakage, there's no thing. So it's very unlikely that this cable is faulty. It's probably the EO. Now, how do we clean these darn EOs? What you'll need is a little bucket like this, and it takes some acidic vinegar. You know, you can buy it up in the grocery store. Anything will do. You can also use citric acid. And you just dilute it with water. Just a little tiny little, tiny little espresso glass in there, and then with about 60 degrees centigrade warm water. You make that solution, and then you go and buy yourself one of these pocket brushes. It's a dental pocket brush. It's a tiny little brush. I'll show you up close in a minute. It's a tiny little brush that fits perfectly in this EO. It's made for flossing, for people who have really big gaps between their teeth, but for us it's perfect to rinse out the internal mechanisms of this EO. But first we need to do is to make sure it's not too hot. It's about 50-60 degrees. Then we just soak, give it a little rinse here so the water comes inside. We soak it, take the other one also, we soaked both EO sides in this bath of water with a little bit of acidic vinegar. Then you just let that sit there for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Well, time has passed. Let's see if it had some effect. We'll start by really thoroughly, again with the brush, really cleaning out the debris that has loosened itself through the acid, because of the acid. I'm gonna flick the water out of there. There we go. Now, let's see. Here we go. 11.9, 11.5 volts. So these are very tiny, so I cannot really get there, 12. So 11 something volts. So it worked. Great. It's probably because of still a little bit of internal like corrosion. Let's see what the battery itself gives us perfectly a voltage here. 12.6, so about half a volt drop. But that's fine. That's perfect. As long as there's a connection, it'll give you warmth. So now you can see with a little brush, a little bit of acidic vinegar, and just some patience, it'll clean it out perfectly. So good luck out there, and remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel. If you have any comments or if you have your own solution on how to cleaning these EO cords, just leave a comment down below. Alright? Okay, guys, see you out there. Bye-bye.